what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, I got the Z06 up on the lift, and you're probably wondering, why is the Z06 on the lift again? I thought the project was done, you finished it, you got the front seal replaced and the timing cover, everything should be good to go. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. So basically what was going on was I did the front seal, I put the car down on the ground, I was running at idle, topping fluids off, doing all that stuff, charging the AC, and I backed the car out and there was a puddle of oil. And I figured, oh, maybe it's just from my buddy's car, because I know that leaks oil, that little Miata back there. But I went down, I felt it, and the oil was hot, so obviously it was from my car, who's running, idling right there. So basically what I did the following day was I lifted the car up, went under it, and it looked like it was dripping from the side of the oil pan. So I just figured, oh man, like maybe I screwed the gasket up putting it in. So what I ended up doing was dropping the front cradle again, pulling the oil pan out, cleaning everything up for another time. And then what I did was applied the black RTV, the oil resistant special stuff on there, a nice thin bead, bolted everything backed up, torqued everything nice and tight, let it cure overnight, came back, started the car up and ran at idle. It was fine, no leaks, looked under it, had it on the lift. And then once the oil got up to temperature, it started dripping again, right in that same spot in this corner I'll show you here in a second. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, I know this thing is sealed tight. Like, there's no way this pan could be leaking, right? But sure enough, there's oil dripping off the side of it. So I picked it back up on the lift while I was running, had it running on the lift with it hot and battling under there to like get close to the cat and look and see what's going on. And so I'm going to show you guys what I found. And I don't know if anybody working on these C6 Z06s have found this before, but this is just pretty mind-boggling stuff. And I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, because it's really hard to see in there. I'm trying to get in with an inspection mirror because it's right behind the passenger side motor mount. But I'm going to show you guys what I found, and just hopefully somebody could hit me up in the comments and let me know if they've seen this before, or if this is like a common problem. Like, I haven't really gone through the forums yet to look, but this is what it appears to be to me. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm an idiot, but let me show you guys what's going on. So what we're looking at here is the section in the tech manual where you're putting your end caps on your main bearings, and these have both I guess you could call them, I don't know, vertical main caps and also side bolt into the main cap to, you know, keep the block tight, keep the main cap clamped down. I guess it just helps with the power that this engine sees and keeping the whole rotating assembly together. But if you notice, these holes are kind of like countersunk into the side of the block, and then the bolts go in where all the mains are. So let me show you here under the car what I'm talking about. Now, I had to go in here with an inspection mirror, but let's just see what we can do. So if you look up here, see right where that little hole is in the bottom of the oil pan? That's where the old rivet used to go for the stock pan, and then you drill that out and you don't re-rivet it. It basically was leaking like right in front of that. So if you look over here, see those countersunk holes up there? You got one there, and then there's one in the back. Those are I think the side bolts for the main caps, main bearing caps. So up here, let me see if I can get my mirror, maybe the flash will show you guys. I don't know if I can. Oh, there you go. All right, if you could see in the mirror there, that hole right there has no bolt in it. It's just an empty hole, and basically oil was weeping out of that once it got up to temperature and the oil thinned out. So when the engine was cold, it didn't leak. I wiped all this up, brake cleaned it, dried it all out, and then I looked here and it was just dripping down the side. And I was like, wait a minute, this isn't coming from the gap between the block and the pan. This is coming, it's dripping down further. So I got the mirror in here, and then right there, it's just so hard to catch with the mirror and the camera, but that hole, that blind hole there that's countersunk, I believe is for an end cap for either the number 1 or number 2 bearing. I don't know if they order them from forward to aft or what the sequence is, but that that hole right there has no bolt in it, and I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So I don't know if that thing vibrated out. I don't know when that would have happened. I'm not really sure, but I think that's what's going on, is when the oil thins out, it seeps through the end cap, and then it drips out there. And you can see even I got a little oil dripping on the cross member. So I don't know, I think I might end up having to pull the header out and then getting the motor mount out of the way to kind of get in there and look, because I don't even think I could get my hand in there to replace the bolt, even if the bolt just had backed out, which is kind of scary. So I don't know, this is kind of what I'm dealing with right now. I still get an oil leak, and I thought it was the pan for a third time, and I was gonna have to drop the pan again, but I dried everything, cleaned it, brake cleaned, rag wiped it up, and then this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. So if you guys can leave me a comment and kind of fill me in, maybe you guys have had one of these engines out of the car and you know for a fact, like, oh yeah, that's definitely the end cap side bolts there, and that's the one behind the motor mount. And maybe some of you guys have seen these back out. So let me know, and this is kind of where I'm at with the project right now.